Hey fellow ninjas, Thomas Tapp here, and today I'm answering a question from Manddy TV. Hey, you suggested to master the back bridge, and also in other videos you show the back bridge, but I want to learn that. I'm facing a lot of problems in doing that, so I want you to upload a video on how to do a back bridge. So Manddy TV, this is a fantastic question, and you out there, you might be in a situation where you want to learn your back bridge for learning acrobatics. Again, this is very crucial for getting your back handspring, your walkovers, things like this. Also, if you're out there and you suffer with different pains in your shoulders, tightness in the hips, from sitting all day, we get all these issues. The exercises that I'm going to share with you to get your back bridge is very good for relieving tension in the shoulders, opening up the shoulders, relieving tension in the hips, and alleviating a lot of those pains from sitting all day and having tightnesses. So not only is this going to help you with your back bridge, Manddy TV, but especially you watching out there, if you suffer from these other things like tightness in the shoulders, a lot of stress, this is going to help with that. So make sure to follow these exercises to get your back bridge and to alleviate some of these tightnesses and these pains. First things first, Manddy TV, I'm going to share with you just the proper technique that we're going to aim for once we get our back bridge. So it's really important that we do this properly. So we're going to have our feet bent at a 90-degree angle, have them about shoulder width. Some people like to bring them closer together, just personal preference there. We're going to lay on our back, position our hands close to our ears. We're going to wrap our hands all the way around, have our fingertips facing our feet here. We're going to lift up with the hips and push up with our arms and legs here. From here, we want to lift our hips towards the sky. We want to lean so our shoulders are above our hands here as much as possible, and we want to try to straighten the legs. So get a nice good arch here. Okay, that's your back bridge. Mine's not the most perfect, but it's gotten a lot better from doing these exercises. So with the back bridge, we really need to get the flexibility with our shoulders. This is a big one for a lot of us. So first exercise, a great one, is just, this one's from yoga, child's pose. You're gonna rest your butt on your heels here. You're gonna put your arms by your ears, go onto the fingertips. What we wanna do is push our shoulders or our chest down towards the ground. So that way, we're really opening this area up and hold here. Now another way we can stretch is if you want to elevate your arms so you can push against the wall here and do the same thing. Really open this area up, push the chest down and get a good stretch there. Another stretch is taking a belt or a stick, holding it, pushing the shoulders up like you would for your bridge, like really pushing up and going as far back as you can. Up and back. And those are a few exercises to get your shoulders opened up. Next, we want to develop the flexibility gradually with our back. The back bridge can be a little too intense for us, so we can start off with a cobra pose in yoga. So what we're going to do is lay on our stomach here and make sure your hips are flat on the ground here. A lot of people like to stick their hips off the ground and really arch here, and what that will do is cause lower back pain here. It'll pretty much pinch this area here. So what we want to do is keep the hips on the ground at first, and just at first, keep the arms bent on the forearms and just lift up just a little bit, just as much as you can comfortably. And really keep the shoulders down into their sockets here, lift the head up, and get a good stretch for the full back here. Okay, then once this gets better, push and lift even more with the hands. And as this gets better, and remember, focus on that form, keeping the shoulders down and back, lifting up with the head so the full back gets a stretch here. And then as you improve, you can lift higher and higher up, getting a lot more flexible here. Okay? And then eventually you can go to arms straight. Okay, next exercise is great for opening up the hips and then also starting our progression into our back bridge. So we're going to lay on our back, feet flat on the ground, 90-degree bend here, feet shoulder width apart. We're going to place our hands next to us here, head on the ground, and what we're going to do is just squeeze our glutes and lift our hips up. Now what this does is a few things. It opens up the hips here, hip flexors, so you're getting a good stretch through here, very key. And what we're going to do is just lift up as high as we can naturally, creating just a good line here. Once this gets comfortable, then we can lift up even more. Lift up the hips even higher. Focus on this arch here and hold in this position. Now once this gets comfortable, we can start to progress further into our back bridge. So now we're going to place our hands behind our ears and we're just going to lift a little bit onto our head. Then once this gets comfortable, again, focusing on that technique with the legs, really trying to get good arch with the back. Then once you get that, you can start lifting with the hands. And you might be just here at first, and you might have to lower down. You might be just here, that's fine. And then eventually you're gonna progress and progress until you're able to lift into a full back bridge, getting the shoulders over the hands and getting a nice good arch. All right, Mandy, so those are some simple exercises, stretching exercises you can use to master your back bridge. Now, as far as sets and reps and times, I like to make sure to warm up before you perform these stretches, around 2 or 3 sets on each of those stretching exercises. Just hold for just about 10 to 30 seconds, around that range. So again, follow those progressions, get that back bridge, and as always, train safe. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Also, leave a comment below with any questions that you have or any tutorials you want us to do in the future, especially here on Ask the Taps. And I will see you in the next video.